morning. It is just shy of 6 a.m. We're back at Bradley International Airport. So today's Monday. It's Groundhog Day, February 2nd. I have to go to Cleveland for work for an in-person meeting tomorrow, and then I'm heading back home Wednesday morning. So quick trip, quick turnaround, but I'm going to take you with me as I travel out to Cleveland. Got the fresh cut. Looking good. So today we are flying on Delta. I had a unused ticket of about $300 on my work account that I had to burn because it was expiring soon. So in heading to Cleveland, we're gonna fly through Atlanta today, funny enough, which is a little bit out of the way, kind of doing two long legs of a triangle from Connecticut down to Georgia and then up to Ohio, but it is what it is. So come with me as I travel for work. So we're on the second Delta flight today to Atlanta. Not getting on that 6 a.m. one, no need for that. It's 7:20 down to ATL, flight 2554. Made it through security in about 10 minutes. Not too bad this morning. A little bit of a line, it's okay. Had breakfast at home this morning, so I'm not gonna have anything. I think I'm gonna have like my maybe brunch or whatever it's gonna be by that time when we get to Atlanta. Starbucks sounds good, but maybe on the plane. So I'm gonna go to the gate, go hang out and wait until it's time to go. Just flew to Orlando. Just boarded. It's always a little bit sad when I walk past those because I'm like, man, I wish I was going to Orlando right now. But anyway, we're going down to the other side of the terminal down here to gate 12 to get onto our flight. And there's that Orlando flight I was just talking about. Chelsea and I usually take the first one, 6:45 today. They vary that time a little bit. Sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 7:30, 6:45, whatever. Today it's 6:45. But anywho, let's go to gate 12.
En route to Atlanta. We are all very happy to have you with us. Non-stop service.
Made it to Atlanta early. So we've got about an hour and a half before the second flight to Cleveland. We're in terminal or concourse A. I'm gonna make my way over to D. And I'm hungry, so I think I'm gonna get something to eat while I wait for my next flight. Nice calm day, actually, at ATL. Usually it's much busier than this. It's kind of nice. Chick-fil-A acquired and consumed. So now I'm gonna go downstairs and head to Concourse D. We're back in our favorite walkway at the Atlanta airport, this Rainforest Cafe looking low light area. I actually kind of really like this. It's really fun. My hot tip, if you are traveling through the Atlanta airport, you have to connect here, or you're just coming in or going out, if you have the time, which I do right now, I have like an hour and 15 minutes before my next flight, take the time, don't take the train. If you're able to, that part as well, don't take the train, just walk from concourse to concourse. The areas in between the walkways are really unique and cool. That one was just very, like I mentioned, just rainforest cafe looking. I'll show you what each one looks like as we go through it.
For your time in our city.
There are these pictures. This series is called When I Look at You, or sorry, When I Look and You Look Back. It's cool. By Jose Ibarra. There's some more photos on this side. Passing by Concourse B, B for Beaks. And here is, in between B and C, the walk through Atlanta history. This is so cool. It's like a little museum. Adventure from a railroad town. Civil War. It's cool. And it ends showing Atlanta as a global gateway. It's Atlanta. Oh, Chelsea's gonna have fun editing this. She hates when I zoom in and out like that. All right, so now we're at Concourse C, and we've got one more concourse to go to D. All right, well, promise unfulfilled. The walkway between C and D doesn't have anything in it. I don't know if something used to be here, but if it did, it very clearly doesn't exist anymore. All right, we made it to the D concourse. This walk took, I don't know, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. We're gonna head up and head to the gate. Got 25 minutes until we start boarding. Here we go. Leaving a little bit. Getting on board. Got on our plane. 7:37. 4 hours, 20 minutes to get to Cleveland. Short flight. Made it to Cleveland safely and 2 minutes late. So you can consider that on time, basically. So I'm gonna go grab a rental car and get to the hotel. So can't really see outside right now, but it is snowing. This is my first time ever in Ohio. This should be a fun trip. Once you get out of the terminal and past that security gate where they're like, you can't go back in. Here's where we're going, rental car shuttle. Looks like wherever the rental cars are, they're not attached to the airport here. So we'll see how long that takes. This little waiting area here. Oh, look at this Cleveland sign. That's cool. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Okay, rental car shuttles bays 2 and 3 up here. Grab this guy. All right, everybody, made it to my hotel. This stay for today, Monday through Wednesday, I'm going to be staying at the Embassy Suites in Beachwood. Beachwood? I think it's Beachwood. I'll put up the text, or Chelsea will put up the text of the name of the place. I want to just give you a quick tour of the room. I know there are some people out there that watch our videos that love the room tours, so just going to do a quick tour of the room. It's a like standard Embassy Suites here, so I'll give you a quick tour. The atrium is pretty nice. The hotel is actually quite large, so I'll probably walk around at some point once I have a minute here, but let's see the room. All right, when you walk in, you've got a TV on a dresser, and then right over here is, I've got some of my stuff set up already. I'm doing a little bit of work. You got your couch, a nice piece of artwork, and you get over here into the little wet bar area. Coffee maker, ice, some coffee, obviously a sink, microwave, a place to store some stuff, and a actually decently sized fridge, a little freezer on the top. Coming over here, here's what the bedroom looks like. That's what I look like. Yep, just a king size bed. This is a king size 1-bedroom suite here at the Embassy Suites. There's your TV. Got my clothes hung up in there for work. I have to do some ironing a little bit. This room has a beautiful view of, this is like one of those memes where you're like, oh, I travel for work. You travel for work. You must see the most beautiful things. It's fun. Well, here's my view. We've got the highway right next to us, and we've got an office park next door, and it's snowing. So welcome to Cleveland in February. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You got your lamps and everything, and then of course there's this thing here. This has a nice light, so if you wanted to have illumination while you look at yourself. And then here's the bathroom. Small bathroom. This door kind of opens right into where you would use the toilet, so you got to close it. And then a decently sized shower. So that's it. It's a room. It's pretty nice. It's good for what it's going to be for this trip. Okay, this place actually is, I mentioned the lobby's like really big. Really big. The breakfast is going to be all the way in the back there. Embassy Suites does do like made-to-order omelets and has a bunch of really good breakfast options. So that's where that's going to be. I'm on the 4th floor here. So you can see it's a pretty long building. If I zoom out a little bit, there's all the breakfast area. Here's the floor I'm on. My room is over here, 454. And then all the way, it goes all the way that way. Big rectangle building. So pretty cool. They have elevators that are kind of like, I'm actually a little bit nervous because this is like leaning over the edge, but the elevators are like external. So I'll take you on a quick ride. I'm gonna go down into the lobby and see. I'm gonna go meet up with my coworkers to go to dinner. There's this big atrium and we're on our way down. Nice water feature in the middle. It's actually kind of pretty. Lots of seating. Nice place.
We went to in Arlington. That was like.
Here is the omelet station. You can get all kinds of different omelets made to order. Here's a look at the rest of the breakfast area. Got some eggs and potatoes and sausage over there, some bakery products, some fruit, and waffles and cereal. All right, Wednesday morning, it has come time for me to go back home. It was a quick trip. Got all my stuff packed up, ready to go. Got to go outside to go clean the car off, and then I'm gonna take one of my coworkers with me to go to the airport. So come on with me for a travel day back home to Connecticut from Ohio. First things first, we say goodbye to this interior open elevator. Take a nice slow ride down so we can go clear off the car. All right, well, we are back in the Cleveland airport. We made it. We returned the rental. We're about to go through TSA. Chick-fil-A is acquired. Got a Chick-fil-A, got a chicken sandwich, or not a chicken sandwich, a chicken biscuit with some honey and an orange juice. And then we're gonna go find our gate after that. I don't know if you can see it all the way, but there's like this welcome to Cleveland, like little art piece here, whole mural. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is here. I didn't have enough time in Cleveland this time around to do anything that was like outside of work, but maybe next time. Heading on to the airplane. This is fun. This jet bridge is kind of like open a little bit at the front of it. And here we are, made it onto the plane. You can see the moon. Nice plane. 37.
We're offering fast, free Delta Sync Wi-Fi on today's flight.
We're on our way now. Left about 35 minutes late. We're waiting for fuel. Pretty important, I guess. We'll see how the connection is. Alright, we landed back in Atlanta. We've got about 40 minutes. We're in Concourse E. I've got to go to Concourse A. So, like, it's tight, but I don't have to run. So, I do feel bad for my my coworker who was on the same flight as me. His flight, we landed at 10:42, arrived at gate 10:42. Said the doors were closing for his flight at 10:45. So I hope he makes it. I really do. Made it onto the plane train. Here we go.
Stop is Concourse D.
Heading to Concourse A. Made it to the A concourse. Time to get to A29. There we go. Made it to the gate. Made it on board. Or not on board, but made it to the jetway anyway. Nice tight connection. Had to run a little bit. Here we go. Here's our plane. Alright, chaotic, but we made it. On to our next plane. And now we're a couple minutes from pushing back and heading home. We made it back to Hartford early. It is 1:40. We were supposed to arrive at, I don't know, 1:50, 1:45, something like that. So perfect. I'm gonna hit the bathroom. My Uber's waiting for me. I'm gonna take the 45-minute ride home and get home.